Hey, what's up, guys? I want to try to load a lesson on practicing your major scales in four different patterns. This is something that I found to be very, very helpful, and I think that it's really going to help someone else. Um, this lesson is going to be in the key of A, and when I speak bass guitar, I like to speak using the number system, but just in case you're not familiar with the number system, I'll go ahead and run through the notes of the A major scale. It's going to go A, B, C sharp is going to be the 3. The 4 is the D. The 5 is the E. The 6 is F sharp. The 7 is A flat. And the 8 is the octave. And anytime you practice something, when you go up, you want to come back down. And this is a beginner lesson, by the way, beginner slash intermediate. Um, but I'll go ahead and hop into the first pattern. The first pattern starts with your middle finger on the root, and it goes 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. Back down, 4, 3, 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2. All right. I think that everyone is just about familiar with that scale, but just in case you're not, I'll go ahead and run through it once again. Uh, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 4, 3, 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2. All right. The second pattern that I wanted to cover is going to be starting with your index finger on the root, and we're going to go index. You're going to reach out and touch the 2 with either your middle finger or the ring finger. I normally use my ring finger because it feels more comfortable to me, but you can use whatever it is that you want to do. And my advice to you is just to stick with whichever finger that you're using so that you won't get confused when you're playing songs out of this position or this pattern. All right? So I reach out and I grab the 2 with my ring finger, the 3 with my pinky. I go up to the next string and I grab the 4 with my index, 5 ring, 6 pinky, next string, index 7, middle finger 8. And I come back down, middle on the 8, index on the 7, pinky 6, and I use my middle finger when I'm coming down. On the 5, index on the 4, pinky on the 3, middle on the 2, and index on the 1. All right? So if I was to put those two scale patterns that I've shown you already together, it would look like this. Sorry about that little rattle. All right, the third pattern is gonna start with my index on the root again. So I'm gonna go index for the 1, and then I'm gonna slide my index finger on my first finger up to the 2, ring finger on the 3, pinky on the 4, and then I'm gonna reach up to the next string and grab the 5 with my index. I slide my index up to the 6. I go ring for the 7, and then pinky for the octave. Back down, pinky, ring on the 7, index on the 6, slide my index to the 5, and I reach back up and grab the 4 with my pinky, the 3 with my ring, the 2 with my index, and I slide back to the root with my index. All right, let's try that one. Alright? The very last pattern that I wanted to show you is going to start with my pinky. And this one's going to be a little tricky with my pinky on the root. Let's see if I can adjust myself. So I go pinky on the 1, and then I reach up to the very next string and I grab the 2 with my index, the 3 with my ring, the 4 with my pinky. I reach up to the next string and I grab the 5 with my index, the 6 with my ring, reach up to the next string, the very first fret of a G string, and I grab that with my index, the 2nd fret with my middle finger, the octave. Oh, I'm sorry. Alright. Y'all gotta look over me. I'm trying to rush and do this. Alright. So going back down, I'm gonna start with my middle finger on the 2nd fret on the octave, index on the 7, and I jump back to the next string and I take my ring finger and I go to the 4th fret of the D string, and I go and I take my index to the 2nd fret of the D string, and that's going to give me the 5, the pinky, middle, index, and pinky. Alright? It's a little tough for me. It gets tricky for me when I'm trying to teach it slow. So I'll run back through that pattern. Alright? So if I put all 4 patterns that I've shown you today together, and I'm going to try to do it using a metronome, you always want to start out doing anything that you do new, start out fairly slow and use a metronome so that you could get used to it. And let's just see how this will go. I'm going to set it around 100 beats per minute. And I'm going to run through all 4 patterns. All right? Alright, I really hope that this lesson will help someone. Just continue to practice and keep at it. I'm going to be doing the same thing so I wouldn't mess up so much. But anyway, man, look, God bless you all, and I hope that this helps someone. Alright?